I got the horse right here, the name is Moravir, and there's a guy that says the weather's clear. Can do, this guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do.
I think the Valentine, he's on the morning line. The guy's got it figured at 5 to 9. Look it up, it's out, can't fire. This guy says the horse has rest. It's impressive, the horse has rest. This guy last night. I know it's Valentine, he makes money fun. Besides the trash, he's the horse likes friends of mine. It's the damn horse likes grace. This guy said the horse likes money. I shows clap, shows clap. It's on the hands and the shows clap. I'm very Valentine, shows clap. This guy said the horse shows 5 to 9. Look at that bitch out, hands fire out. This guy says the horse can't tell us the rap. Appetite, I got the horse right here.
Being good. But how does she make any money off of that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the horse, how are you? You know, nicely Johnson.
Yeah, how goes it? Oh, nicely, thank you.
And what about Nathan Detroit? Is he found a place for his crap game yet?
We don't know yet. Yeah, the heat is on. He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. I just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Now, where did you acquire it, dude?
Well, I collected the reward of my father.
Everybody's looking for action. I wish Nathan would find him.
Oh, and Lieutenant Brannigan! Mr. South Street is almost distinct friend Lieutenant Brannigan. Police department, what a surprise.
A blizzard.
Any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
And which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game around here and getting away with it by moving it to a different spot every night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I am telling you this because I know you two's bums work for Detroit, rusting up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you can tell him from me. I know right now he's running around trying to find a spot. Well, nobody's gonna give him a spot because they all know Brannigan's breathing down their neck.
Oh, hi, Nathan.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. Everybody's scared on account of that lousy Brannigan. And I
Something
can't...
wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Hello, Lieutenant. I hope you don't think I was talking about you, the other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've just been talking to your colleagues about your crap game. I imagine you're having trouble finding a spot.
Well, as you know, the heat is on from the fact that you now have to live on your salary.
Did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? I merely run a crap game for the convenience of those who want little action, and in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Hey, did you find a place?
Did you find a place for the game?
Did I find a place? Yes, I found a place. We're holding the crap game tomorrow night in the Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna fix the ushers?
Oh, I tried all the regular places, behind the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Oh, now, Nathan, you once said that there might be a chance at a Biltmore garage.
I was over to the Biltmore garage. Spoke to Joey Biltmore himself. Said he might give me a chance to let me use the garage if I give him $1,000
$1,000?
in cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says, I owe you $1,000 signed Nathan Detroit. A marker's like a pledge, which a guy can't belch on. It's not like saluting the flag. My marker's as good as gold. Only Joey Biltmore don't think so. Can you imagine? Me without a livelihood. Why, I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Can you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. And you know what day it is today? It is mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. We've been engaged for 14 years.
You're gonna touch around the game. The talents of you are the high players, the queens in town.
Randy Bob Bates!
Grant and Slim.
I know, we can make a fortune, but when can I have the game?
The Biltmore garage wants a grand!
But we ain't got a grand on
And
hand.
how they're gonna lock on the door at the gym at Public School 84?
Get the stock room behind McCluskey's bar!
But Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is the spot, but the $1,000 we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan. No, it's always just a short walk to the oldest established floating scrap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of that is for the fella who can get us. If we only had that lousy little grand, we could be a millionaire. That's good old reliable Nathan Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, we'll arrange that you go broke in quiet and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established floating in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from change. It's the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York.
Gentlemen, do not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again. My voice will let you know where it is.
Hey Nathan, you know what's in fraction? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson. Now there's the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. You know why they call him Sky? That's how high he bets. I once saw him bet $5,000 on a cockroach. And another time he was sick. And he wouldn't take penicillin on account that he had bet 10 C's that his temperature wouldn't go to 104.
We did it?
Did it. He's so lucky it went to 106. Good old Sky.
What did you buy the money from, Sky?
Not Sky. With him, that kind of money, it ain't lending money. It's betting money. So, why don't I bet him? Why don't I bet him 1,000 on something?
Wait, you would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I'm perfectly willing to take the risk. Providing I can figure a bet on which there's no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets. Like which lump of sugar Fly will sit on. Or how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Cheesecake? Look, run into Minnie's restaurant and ask Minnie how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday. And also how many pieces of strudel.
Wait, how much cheesecake, how much strudel? What do you want to know that for?
Just find out and I'll beat it. Here comes Adelaide. If she figures I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan dear.
Hello, Adelaide.
Oh, you go ahead, Royals. Order me a tuna fish on rye and a chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, I've got to get back to the hot box.
You still rehearsing?
Yeah, that slave driver, Charlie, he's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You just want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum Nathan Detroit.
So what did you say to him?
Well, I told him, I says, I'll meet whoever I want.
Well, don't get yourself upset. How's it cold?
Oh, it's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present? For me?
Oh, I hope you like it.
A belt.
Oh, read the card, read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly. So put this belt around your belly. Look, honey, that's so sweet. About your present, I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Nathan, you shouldn't have.
That's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Don't worry, honey. One of these days I'll be in the money, and you'll have more meat than a me.
Nathan, darling, I can do without anything, just so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
Oh, the crap game. What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
What?
Yesterday, Mindy sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, what is this?
Nothing, honey. That's great.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
What was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
And why is he asking you?
He's nervous. It's his first wife. Look, Adelaide. I know you must be hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I just don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Look, fellas, why don't you take Adelaide to the drugstore? You see, honey, it's right across the street, and there are a bunch of open manholes around.
Nathan, darling, you're so thoughtful. You're the sweetest. Good night.
Hey, Masterson, how are you, Sky? Nathan, you old promoter, you. How are you, Sky? You look great. Feel great, Nathan. Just been 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place, beautiful scenery, helpful climate, and I beat him for 50 G's at blackjack. 50 G's? Gonna be in town long?
No, I'm headed to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
They got a lot of action around there.
Wanna come with? No, I got a lot of things to do. Meantime, how about we go over to Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or something? They sell a lot of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry. Tell me, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married?
Well, we all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, we must always remember that as pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back-to-back.
Yeah. Tell me, you hungry yet? Maybe we could go into Mindy's for a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something.
No, I think we'll go take a look at the late results.
Oh, but you will admit that Mindy has the greatest cheesecake in all the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
And who ain't? And yet there's some people who like Mindy's strudel more than the cheesecake. Offhand, which do you think he sells more of, the cheesecake or the strudel?
I haven't given it much thought, but if everyone is like I am, I'd have to say that Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, for old time's sake, I thought I'd give you a little action. I'll bet you $1,000 that Minnie sold more strudels than cheesecake yesterday.
Nathan, let me tell you a story.
Oh, all right.
When I was a young man just about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. He says to me like this: "Son, I'm sorry I'm not able to bankroll you a very large start. But not having any potatoes to give you, I'm going to offer you some very valuable advice. One day in your travels, you will come across a man who will show you a brand new deck of cards on which the seal is not yet broken. And this man will offer to bet you that he can make the Jack of Spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you will end up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I do not claim that you have been clocking Minnie's cheesecake.
You don't mean that.
But if you are still looking for action, I'll bet you the same 1,000 you do not know the color of the necktie you have on." Well,
No bet. Green, what a crazy color.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Leave me alone.
Oh, hi, Sky.
good, how are you?
Oh, nicely, thank you. And Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore, and she says for you to be sure to pick her up after the show at the Hot Box tonight, and don't be late.
Yes, dear.
Ah, dear. Nathan, that is husband talk if I ever heard it. In Adelaide, you are the kind of doll that is most difficult to unload.
But I don't want to unload it. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a doll. Well, if the guy does not have a doll, who would holler at him?
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I just think a guy should have one around when he wants one, and they are easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Nathan, figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Then how come you ain't got a doll? How come you're going to Havana alone without one?
I'd like to travel light, but if I wanted to take a doll with me to Havana, there's a large assortment available.
Not real high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name it.
Any doll, and I name her. We bet on that. We bet $1,000. If I name a doll, you'll take it to Havana tomorrow.
You got a bet?
I name her.
Her? Cider!
Someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Excuse me, do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah, how do you do? My name is Abernathy, Arvide Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong? What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
Oh, you poor man.
I've wasted my life in gambling and evil betting, and I finally realized the horrible things that gambling can lead to.
Agatha! Coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Perhaps I've been wandering around trying to gather up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Of course, I would have never become a gambler at all had I not fallen in with evil companions who were always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. It feels good just to talk to you people.
You just go right on talking to Sister Sarah and you'll be all right. I'm glad you found us.
The Bible says, "Seek and ye shall find."
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We're out there every day trying.
Maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
Well, being a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine lady. I suppose she sort of looks after you?
We look after each other.
I suppose if one of you goes someplace, the other goes along as well.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 pamphlets I'd like you to read. I think they will bring you a great deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a midnight prayer meeting this Thursday, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I'm sure, Miss Sarah, I hope you will not think I'm stepping out of line, but it's nice to see a pretty tall, I mean a nice-looking lady, such as yourself, sacrificing herself for the sake of others. Staying here in this place. Do you ever go someplace, any place else? Travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
That's a bit far, but there are a lot of wonderful places, just a couple hours from New York, by plane. Ever been in a plane?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course, I will need a lot of personal help. You see, my heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry, just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, that's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry, no peace for the wicked, Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
You see, there have been two things in every hotel room in the country, Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times?
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my business, sometimes the strangest information comes in handy. I once won 5 G's on a parlay, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying is a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. If you get me, it's 8 to 5, the others will follow. You need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I'll bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
I'll make you a proposition. When's this big meeting of yours? Thursday? I personally guarantee to deliver to you 1 dozen genuine sinners. I'll also guarantee that they'll sit still and listen to you.
And what's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why would you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 1 dozen sinners. If you don't believe in it, ask anyone in town. I owe you 1 dozen sinners. I'll be here at noon to pick you up for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us a while to get there.
To get where?
To my favorite place,
And where is that?
El Cafe Cubana in Havana.
El Cafe Cubana, Havana?
Where did you want to eat, Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Look, the plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night, and the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you failed to do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant may be, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all, except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. It's good to know that it's just me and not all guys in general. It's pleasant to think that there might be some guy that could please the sergeant. I wonder what this guy might be like.
Will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry. I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the holy aroma of his wife.
Have wished yourself a Scarsdale, Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is right.
Got the guy all figured out,
I have.
including what he smokes, all figured out.
When my love comes along, I won't take a chance. Oh, you'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
For you'll know at a glance by the 2 pair of pants.
By the calm, steady voice of feet on the ground, I'll know as I run to his arms. At last I've come home safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be
You're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you looking for, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
You want to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
Oh,
Well, I'll tell you. Mine who comes a surprise to me. Mine I leave to chance and chemistry.
chemistry?
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly, oh no, when my love comes along, oh no, then there, oh no, at the sight of her face, how I care, how before we can speak. I'll know in my heart. I'll know, and I won't ever ask. Am I smart? Am I right? Am I wise? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throne, for I'll know when my love comes alive, when my love comes alive. I'll come back later if you want to take a crack at the other sheet.
Take a chance. My love will be just what I need. Not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, we'll be true. For I'll know when my love comes
Hello? Is this the Biltmore garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, I'm calling about the, you know,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Hold on a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will you?
That'll be $8. Now, what do you want, Nathan?
The crap game.
Whoa! Don't say that over the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
Sorry, the dice game. Look, Joey, is it all right if I use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000,
I'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Listen, Joey, if you're gonna use that attitude with me, I'll have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Look, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Whatever lie to you.
Yes.
I'm getting the dough from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet. I can't lose. I better make him not take a doll to Havana tomorrow.
Why couldn't he?
Because she don't go to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's why I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse, it's a dog.
But Joey,
Nathan, there'll be no crap game here tomorrow if I don't get the dough in advance.
listen, Joey, you've known me for a long time.
That's why I wanted in advance.
Well, I can't talk no more. I gotta go meet Adelaide at the hot box. But can I at least tell the guys that the game will be at your place?
Not till I get the dough.
Okay, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And now for the grand finale of our Round the World review, we take you down to the farm with our star, Miss Adelaide and the Hot Box Farmerettes.
love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, though it beats me all to heck, beats me all to heck. How I'll ever tend the farm, ever tend the farm when I want to keep my arms about you. About you, I got to the chicken, 'cause I love you, a bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do. Goodbye now.
I love you, a bushel and a peck. That lousy Joey built more.
Hello, Nathan dear.
Hello, Fireface.
How are you, handsome?
Fine. Oh, what have you got there?
A book.
A book. You're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. The doctor asked me how long I had had it, and I told him a very long time. I said, I think it might be on account of my dancing with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. So he said to read this book, because he said it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, this is the kind of psychology that tells you why boys do certain kinds of things.
Oh, would it also tell you what kind of a doll would go for a certain kind of a guy, which you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
I meant, just for instance, there are certain dolls that you could almost bet that they wouldn't go for certain kind of guys.
Nathan, no matter how terrible a fellow seems, you can never be sure that some boy won't go for him. Take us!
Oh, yeah.
Nathan, starting with next week, I'm going to be getting a raise. So with what I'll be making, I was wondering what you would think. Maybe we could finally get married.
Well, we're going to sooner or later.
Oh, I know. Attack! Oh, but I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I've never told you before, but my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Why would she think a thing like that?
Well, I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that back in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Well, anyway, I wrote her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then after about 2 years,
Then what after about 2 years?
we had a baby.
You told your mother we had a baby?
Oh, I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we had it.
What type baby was it?
It was a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And where's Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
Oh, he's in boarding school. I wrote Mother he won the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
But Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Do not tell me he has a little sister.
After all those years, Nathan, oh, Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Well, anyway, Nathan, now that we're finally getting married, it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how could you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
Well, Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
But I'll be meeting her soon. And what'll I tell her? What'll I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Traded them to the Phillies or something? What are we gonna do?
Well, we could get married.
But marriage ain't something you jump into like it was a kettle of fish. Adelaide, honey, we ain't ready.
But I'm ready, Nathan. Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. Oh, I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck, but would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So you see, Nathan, I got the veil. All we need now is our license and our blood test.
Oh, what?
Our blood test. It's a law.
What a city. First they close my crap game, then they open my veins.
Nathan, you're not planning on running your crap game again.
Adelaide, how could you say such a thing? You know why I close the crap game? It's because I love you. And I want us two to be the most happiest married couple that there's in the world.
Has anyone seen an earring out here?
Well, I don't think so.
Oh. You! I'm all dated up tomorrow with Society Max, and he breaks it on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Here it is. Ah!
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Oh, get up! It reminds me of your crap game.
Adelaide, look, honey, you're getting yourself upset. We'll be all right. We love each other, and we're gonna get married.
But I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. You'll feel better tomorrow. Come on, honey, let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a poison can develop a growth. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. She's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clay. A poison can develop a growth. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note. Chronic organic syndrome, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a poison can develop a growth. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a poison can develop a cold. Furthermore, just installing the wedding trip, a poison can develop a grip. When they get on the train from Niagara, and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned, and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A poison can develop a grip, La post-nasal drip, with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and the feeling she's getting too old, a poison can develop a bad cold.
Sky was just following Miss Sarah. You should have seen the look she gave him. It could have cooled up a moose at mating time.
Good, just as long as he doesn't take her to Havana.
Havana! He couldn't take this to the New Rochelle. Hey, where's Nathan? You gotta start lining up the game.
Suppose he's with Adelaide. She's mad at him again.
Miss Adelaide, she's always taking his mind off of honest work.
Yes, it's a shame that a smart businessman like Nathan would have to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Now, Benny, that is his weakness, of which we should be tolerant, because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. I mean, look. What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man's whole mother in the city when they sacrificed 7 people with a boxy. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. A story about a guy about his wife in a small movie that otherwise would have been his union dues. daily news.
And what's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guys sitting home by a television set who used to be something over. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has licked them, and it looks like they've been just another victim. Yes, sir, when you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be forgiven.
When you meet a gent taking all kinds of rent for a flat that would flatten a Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some job.
See a Joe saving half of his Joe, you can bet they'll be picking it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's the thing that the bum is under the thumb of some little boy.
When you meet a mug lately out on the jug, and he's still folding platinum all day long.
Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7. Then the guy's only doing it for some dough.
Make a bet that he's making it with some dough.
When a guy wears tails with the front legs in white, who the hell do you think he's tickling 50 Saturday night?
And a lazy slob takes a good steady job, but he smells from Vitalis to far from home.
Call it dumb, call it clever, I bet you give us forever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Well, we finally lost him. I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every meeting this morning. He must be very interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, you spoke beautifully this morning, Sarah.
Oh, I can't reach these people. I should never have volunteered for this post. Well, let's go to lunch. And think, I was going to tear up Broadway all by myself. I was going to take those gamblers and have them just begging to come to the mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvi. Good morning, General.
We didn't know you were coming to town, General.
I got in early this morning. I spent the last hour trying to find you.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General. Good morning. Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, won't you come inside and have some lunch with us?
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh, no. Close the mission. But, General, please, somebody can do good here even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many other calls on us, so many other places where our work is really needed.
But we are doing much better now.
You've announced a big meeting for tomorrow night.
You've announced a meeting, but will anybody be there? Will anybody come?
Pardon me, I couldn't help overhearing. General, my name is Sky Masterson, former senator.
How do you do?
How do you do? I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah Brown can do some good work here.
I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 I get you 10.
What?
General, might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Why don't you come to the big meeting on Thursday and see for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah.
Everybody got their incarnations? Remember, you can't get into the crap game without it. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the gate?
I'll tell you in a minute. Just wait. Nathan, it's all set. Can I tell the guys it's at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. You gotta stop for a while. Joey wants us to go first.
It's 11 o'clock. They'll be leaving soon.
So sue me. I left nicely at my hotel to wait for the money from Sky.
It'll be there. Where's the dough? Oh, no, it hasn't come yet. I told you to wait for it.
Oh, now listen, I had to stop for some groceries. I was feeling a bit faint.
Go back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky. And don't come back here, even if you're starved to death.
Okay, Nathan.
Detroit, if you do not have a place for the game, tell us now and we'll seek entertainment elsewhere.
Hey, Harry the horse. How are you, Harry? How's everything in Brooklyn?
Detroit, I hope you're not trying to spoil our evening as much as I happen to be entertaining a rather prominent fellow. I think you may have heard of him. I'd like to introduce Big Julie from Chicago.
Why, how do you do, Big Julie? Welcome to our fair city. As you know, the heat is on, so just be patient and you'll get some action.
So what do you say, Big Julie? Shall we stay or shall we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, if there's no game tonight, I'm sure Big Julie would be considerably displeased. And Big Julie does not like to be displeased, as you can find out from citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although it may be hard to find those citizens in light of the fact that they're no longer around and about.
Why, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease such a fine gentleman like Big Julie, do you? Big Julie, let me tell you something. And when Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on that.
Well. An interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the Ox, Society Max, Rusty Charlie, Liverlips Louie, Harry the Horse, all the way from Brooklyn, and... Pardon me, I'm very bad with names, but your face looks familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
What do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Will never walk my mother across the street. Lovely. This looks like the male chorus from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Oh, well, we were just,
It's a party.
Yes.
Indeed. What kind of party?
Goodbye, girls. See you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
What?
That is the right, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yes, sir. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. Which nobody can deny.
Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
It was a surprise.
Oh, but when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was
It's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Tell me, Nathan, when is the happy day?
Oh, when will it be, Nathan?
Well, we need time for our license and our blood test.
Nathan, these fellows were nice enough to throw you a bachelor dinner. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
Well, we need time for our
You
license.
could elope.
What?
You could go down to that town in Maryland. What's its name?
Oh, Pimlico.
No, not Pimlico. No, Nathan Elkton. They'll marry you right away. They don't ask for your blood test.
Ain't that kind of unhealthy?
No. That's a great idea, Nathan. I'll lend you my getaway car. I mean, my Buick.
Oh, Nathan, let's do it.
Okay, what the hell?
My congratulations, too. And I only hope there is nothing ahead of me.
Nathan, I got so many things to do before we elope. Oh, you'll be at the hot box tomorrow night?
I'll have a table reserved and be dressed up in whatever you'll open.
I'm so happy, Nathan. I ought to lie on my mother. Only, what'll I wire her?
Just send a telegram and date it back.
I better wait till we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
Nathan, you are quite the lucky fellow. A beautiful doll indeed. Ain't that right, Big Julie?
Tell me, how long you know the dog?
14 years.
Let's shoot crap.
Yeah!
I'm gonna get into the little garage now.
I can't. The money from Sky ain't come yet.
Maybe Sky did it. Maybe he took the doll to Havana.
He couldn't have. There's no way he could have. She couldn't have gone.
Where to?
To see the oldest. Here lies the dungeons where prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here lies buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dolce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call it?
Dolce de leche.
Dolce de leche. What's in it besides milk?
Sugar and a sort of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
Very good. I'll have another. Does Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, this would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk.
Take it easy, Slugger. It's over and you're still champ. Are you alright?
I'm alright. Ask me, how do I feel
taking you back.
Oh, you're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You know why we met? You know why we came to Havana in the first place? I made a bet. That's why we even met. I made a bet.
Yeah, well, how else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
Oh, no!
I've got to do what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary! Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Oh, golly, I don't know how we'll get home with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you to give it to me. Oh, Sky, hello.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Fine, fine. Look, Sky, the girls surprised me with a kitchen shower. They went to an all-night drugstore and surprised me with a kitchen shower.
What vulgar jewelry.
How wonderful, Adelaide. You know Miss Sarah.
How do you do? Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night after the hot box. Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you. Gee, I feel just like a housewife already.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
I suppose so.
What time is it?
I don't know. 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before. It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're learning something I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of deals before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with the mop, and the grocery clerks are all gone. And the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day, and you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah, what's that?
Obadiah Masterson. It's my real name. You're the first person I ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you. It's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless state I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. All at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought I
You're even more tired than I am.
Cops!
What the hell is this? Hey! What is this? Canasta!
I'm losing 10 G's!
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of things in my time, but this is the first time I've seen a full-blown crap game going on in a mission.
Crap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, right?
This should never have happened. I should have never have gone with you.
No, you went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tomorrow?
Everyone is welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
Why not? What the hell kind of doll are you anyways?
I'm a mission doll.
And now, for the featured number of the evening, the Hot Box proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her debutantes.
Take back your coils. What made you think that I was one of those coils? Take back the gown, the shoes, and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. When I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a
Is he here?
No, sir, he hasn't been here all night.
Bring me a Ryan soda.
Hey, Sky, did you see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
I bring for her a message from Nathan, and I just wish Nathan would start putting his own messages around.
Nicely. What's the message? Where's Nathan?
Okay, it's this way. Nathan's aunt in Pittsburgh has recently fallen ill with
A rare tropical disease?
That's not bad, that's not bad, that's not bad. And Nathan has to.
Nicely. What's the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game is still going on.
Since last night.
And Big Julie, being a large loser, does not wish for the game to terminate. So, on the new spot, the game goes on.
Where's the game?
Oh, you'll smash.
I just want to talk to some of the guys. You see, I gave my marker to, well, somebody, and I wanted to clean it up.
I'll reach outside.
Nicely. What about the message?
Miss Adelaide, Nathan is in Pittsburgh with rare tropical land. Goodbye.
What? Sky, I don't understand. Nathan has to be here tonight. We're eloping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
You know Nathan. Why are you so surprised?
Oh, but he promised to change.
Change. Why is it the first thing you dolls do when you get a guy you like is take him in for alterations?
What about you men? Why can't you marry people like other people do and live like normal people? Have a home with wallpaper and bookends.
Oh, Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit and, Sky Masterson, we don't do good in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with guys like us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Las Vegas, maybe. I got a ticket to the lake plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Well, tell him I never want to talk to him again and have him call me here.
Why can't you find another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll find out.
Yeah.
Not so fast, Sarah, not so fast. Look, suppose we don't have a big meeting tonight. Suppose nobody is there at all. We'll explain to the general.
You won't have to explain anything. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this whole place and go someplace where
all the sinners are respectable and well-behaved.
You saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
Someday they'll be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson, he came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Do you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew the minute he started picking on you. But I didn't think you were going to get so stuck on him. I'll get over it. What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him
he
enough...
will not be a gambler.
Sarah, dear, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you were the color of your coat, and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you than to
sir. Well, Sister Abernathy, how goes the soul saving? Tonight's the big meeting, isn't it?
It's supposed to be. The general's coming and she's
The
expecting.
general's a tough doll, eh?
Well, very few people will be there. In fact,
I
nobody.
don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles, grandmother. We've got to hurry.
You may have forgotten, but being a gambler, I never forget such things. You hold my marker for a dozen sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather recall it even.
I cannot watch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us call us even.
If you don't pay off on that marker, tell the whole town you're a dirty welcher.
Nicely. Where's the crap game?
Oh, well, Sky, it's about a 10-minute walk from here.
Which way?
This way.
You see, Big Julie, the boys are still tired from weariness. Haven't been shooting crap now for nearly 24 hours.
The toy, do you think I care who's tired? I'm out 25 G's so nobody leaves.
Gentlemen, I think I begin to see the logic of Big Julie. It's not that he's a bad loser, it's just that he prefers to win. Right? Okay.
Give me the dice. I'm shooting 500.
Take two of them.
I'm half dead.
If you don't shut up, Big Julie will arrange the other half.
It's a 1 and 1. Snake eyes, you lose. $50 for the house. Big Julie, the dice are yours, but your luck is bound to run out.
Shut up! I ain't through yet. I will now play with credit.
You see, Big Julie, the boy's still tired. Me, personally, I'm fresh as a daisy.
Then I'll play with you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down at every pot. You must by now have quite a bundle.
Well, being I assume the risk, I guess it is only fair that I should assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm going to roll you, willy or nilly. If I lose, I'll give you my marker.
And if I lose,
You'll give him cash.
let me hear from Big Julie.
You will give me
All
cash.
right.
I'm shooting 1,000, and to change my own luck, I will use my own dice.
Your own dice?
Item specially made for me in Chicago.
Big Julie, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
That's a breach of etiquette.
Show me where it says that in Emily Post.
Not to seem petty, but can I look at these dice? These dice ain't got no spots on them. They're blank.
I had the spots taken off the luck, but I remember where the spots formerly was.
You tell me you gotta roll blank dice and call them from remembering where the spots formerly were?
Why not?
I see no reason.
A 10,
A 10.
a 6, and a 4.
Which is a 6 and which is a 4?
Either way, now I'll shoot you for 2,000.
Big Julie, I just remembered. I'm eloping tonight. Adelaide's waiting.
Get up to 2,000.
Here they are. Good evening, gentlemen.
First blood, looking for some action?
No, I just want to talk to some of the guys.
We ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
I'm only asking for a minute.
You're shooting crap.
It's about Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Say, who is this guy?
That fella I was telling you about took the mission to old Havana.
Oh, I get it. Okay, fella, how about you go back to your friend Tomato? You're slowing down the action.
If you want action, look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding a midnight prayer meeting. I promised that I would deliver to them some sinners. And when it comes to sinning, most of you guys are high up among the paint cards.
I don't want to spend no evening in a hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee the air in the mission is cleaner than down here, and it would do some of you guys some good to learn something than the odds on making a 4 the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
So what? Maybe the Bible don't read as lively as the scratch sheet, but is at least twice as accurate. Well, I tried. See you around, Nathan.
Okay, Sky, about that Havana business. I regret I temporarily do not have the 1,000 to pay you.
Don't have to pay me. You won.
I won.
If you thought you won, you thought wrong.
Okay, get it up, Big Julie. I've now got dough to roll you again, but this time with my dice.
Not doing. With those dice, he cannot make a pace to save his soul.
What'd you say?
I said with those dice, he cannot make a pace to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his, and yours, and yours, and his. I'm going to roll the dice. I will bet each of you $1,000 against your souls. $1,000 against a marker for your souls. If I win, you come to the mission tonight. Is that okay?
Yeah. Let me get this. If you lose, we each get $1,000. But if you win, we gotta go down to the mission dolls. Cover it.
If I win, you go to the Save the Soul mission. One meeting.
Okay by me?
All right, baby.
You too, Nathan. $1,000 against your soul.
Me? I don't even know if I got one.
You got one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
S-O.
Put in your markers. Give me the dice.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Give me room.
Come on, quit stalling.
Come on, Sky.
What's the matter, Sky, tinny chicken?
You see me roll for 100 G's, but I've got a little more than dough riding on this one. But there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me, the pickings have been lush, and yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might refuse to stay, and so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Look, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck, be a lady you would be. A lady doesn't leave from escorts. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck, be a lady. Luck, be a lady. Luck, be a lady tonight.
Luck, be a lady tonight. Luck, be a lady tonight. Luck, if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck, be a lady tonight.
Luck, let a gentleman see.
Luck, let a gentleman see
how nice a dame you can be.
How nice a dame you can be.
I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck,
be a lady you would be.
A lady doesn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make a little stay on the scene. Would die like my life on this roll. So let's keep the party alive. Never get out of my sight.
Never get out of my sight.
Stick with me, baby. I'm your baby. Luck, be a lady.
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 I told you I don't want to go to no prayer meeting.
Big Julie, you gave your mark, and if you had a Welsh rule, that would cause me no little embarrassment. And I'm sure you wouldn't want to cause me embarrassment.
But if this ever gets back to Chicago, that I went to a prayer meeting, no decent person's gonna talk to me.
Adelaide.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Adelaide, nicely explained to you about tonight. I hope you ain't sore about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You're my doll.
Your doll? If that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Sweetheart, baby, how can you carry on like this over one lousy elopement? Adelaide, please.
It's no use, Nathan. I have succeeded in your not being able to upset me no more. I have gotten you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan!
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. We'll be all right. We're gonna get married, and we'll have a home, a little white house with a green fence, just like the Whitney colors.
Oh, but we gotta do it soon, Nathan. I got another letter from my mother today asking a lot of questions, and she wrote one for you, too.
A letter from me, from your mother. Well, dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters. And in my mind's eye, I can see you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager!
Well, I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of the 5 children. And the one that's on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit her, so I had to tell her that.
Don't you know I can't have 6 kids on what they pay me at the A&P? I'm very proud to have you as a son-in-law. I know you will always take care of Adelaide. I feel like a heel.
Look, Nathan, darling, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
All right, Adelaide. I can't.
Why not?
Come on, Nathan, we'll be late.
Yeah, come on.
Nathan, why can't we elope right now?
Well, you see, honey, I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, This is the biggest lie you have ever told me.
But I promise you it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me anything under the sun, then you gave me your kiss and you're grabbing your hat and you're off to the races again. When I think of the time gone by, and I think of the way I could honestly die.
Call the lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, go ahead and hate me, I love
The
you.
best years of my life, I was a fool to give to
Alright, already,
you.
I'm just a no good Nick. Alright, already, it's true, so new, so sue me, what can you do me? I love you.
You gamble here, you gamble there, you gamble on everything, all except me, and I'm sick of you keeping me up in the air till you're back in the money again. When I think of the time gone
Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
Sub a paper and sue me, what can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, go ahead and hate me, I love
When
you.
you wind up in jail, don't come to me to bail you
Alright,
out.
already, so call a policeman. Alright, already, it's true, so new, so sue me, what can you do me? I love you.
At it again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around, and I'm telling you now that we're through. When I think of the time gone
Adelaide,
by,
Adelaide.
and I think of the way I
Adelaide.
tried, I could honestly die.
Sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
It is now 7 minutes past midnight. Isn't anyone coming? Sergeant Sarah, something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is fast. General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I've tried to reach these people, but I failed. I think you'd better just take over.
Welcome, brothers, welcome.
Is everyone here? Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
Here you are, Miss Sarah. A dozen or more assorted sins. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you gentlemen sit down?
Sit down, all of you.
I would like to welcome you gentlemen to the Save a Soul mission.
Just a moment. This is a mission, not Roseland. I would suggest you do not indulge in any unpleasantness. Now, since I'm required to depart to points west tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit, major domo in my place. Nathan, should any of these guys not conduct themselves according to Hoyle, they will answer to Sky Masterson personally. And that means in person.
Well, remember that, you guys. Sister Abernathy, you guys.
Gentlemen, we are honored tonight. Tonight's meeting will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to testify? Who would like to start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I know, stool pigeon.
Come, brothers, I know it is difficult, but let one of you testify to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, just come on, tell him what a bum you are. Benny.
It's a bad guy and a gambler, and I ain't gonna do it no more. I thank you.
There! Don't you feel better now?
Okay?
Anyone else?
Big Julie.
What's the pitch?
Just tell him all the terrible things you haven't done, and you ain't gonna do them no more.
I was bad when I was a kid, but ever since then I've gone straight as proved by my record. 32 arrests and no conviction.
Harry. No. Harry the horse.
Well, when when Sky was rolling us for our souls.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson, he rolled us $1,000 against our souls. That's why we're here.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. He means that these guys are only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
How wonderful! This whole meeting, the result of gambling. It shows how good can truly come from evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though? Thank you.
Hey, I ain't finished with my testimony yet. My sin is that when Sky was rolling us for our souls, I wished I would win the $1,000 instead of having to come here. And now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Anybody else?
I thought I'd find you here. A prayer reading? I will never understand you people.
Well, we will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Johnson.
Get up, you fat level blow.
And happy kind of funny, like a dream.
Tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on the boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone fed me, but the passengers, they knew right from wrong. All the people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the people said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, but a shovel belly and chicken coat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. So I sailed away on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance found a bottle in my fist. And as I stood nicely pissing up all whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people said beware, you're on a heavy trip. People said beware, you're delicious. And the devil will drag you under, but face down and go with your throat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I laughed at those passengers to heaven, a great big wave, even washed me overboard. And as I sank, and I hollered, someone save me. That's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. And I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And I said to myself, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under, your soul so heavy it never floats. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down, you're rocking the boat. Sit down.
Maybe you would get to testify.
I'll do my testifying in court, where I will testify that you ran a crap game here in this mission last night. Miss Sarah, you were there when they ran out. Who saw them? At least the fellows.
I had never seen them before in my whole life.
That's the right broad.
Now, if you would excuse me, officer, we would like to go on with our meeting.
I've never seen so many crapshooters spend so much time in a mission. Maybe that's what they mean by lolly rollers.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. People, I got a thing to say. We did shoot crap here last night, and we're sorry. Ain't we, boys?
Yes, sorry.
But I got another terrible thing to say. I bet a certain guy that he could not take a certain doll away with him on a trip. But it did no harm as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure, the guy told me he didn't take the doll. Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Fold.
Adelaide, the well-known fiancé.
Yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of Never.
I'm sorry.
I didn't even get close enough to a choice to be left at it. Oh, gee, what'll I ever tell my mother?
Your mother will understand. Just tell her your engagement's broken.
Well, I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her Nathan is dead, and then see to it.
Oh, you mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Try to be forgiving and understanding, and the pain will go away. In the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah.
You got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me. Oh, nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you got it bad. You know, when I saw you at Sky Masterson the other night, Oh, no. You're not in love with Sky. Oh, you poor thing.
I hated him.
Well, I thought I hated Nathan. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Oh, Adelaide, can't men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I've tried to change Nathan. I always thought how wonderful he would be if he was different.
I thought about Sky that way, too.
I've sat and pictured him by the hour. Nathan, my Nathan, in a little home in the country, happy. Oh, gee, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Oh, wouldn't it? Only Sky.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago at one of our prayer meetings, there were a lot of gamblers who acted as though maybe they could change.
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean that... Gamblers at your prayer meeting? Was Nathan Detroit there?
Oh, I'm sure I heard that name.
Oh, the darling little fellow about this high.
I think so.
How do you like that brat? Just when he ought to be lying, he's telling the truth. Oh, I'm glad I'm through with him. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky.
I am.
What, are we crazy or something? At Wanamaker's and Saxon Klein's, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You've simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now, doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Whatever. Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today. Trouble though he may be, much as he likes to play. Crazy and wild and free. Marry the man today, rather than sigh in sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow. Marry the man today.
Oh, marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving now.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down.
Marry the man today.
He's getting married!
Nathan? Nathan, where are you, Nathan?
Closing up the newsstand.
Oh, Nathan, I'm so happy you finally found a good, steady job, but we're getting married. Come on, we're waiting for you.
Holy smokes.
What's the matter?
I didn't get a place for the wedding.
Oh, Nathan.
You were trying to build more garage.
Ladies and gentlemen, life is one big crap game and the devil's using loaded dice!
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson,
Yes, Brother Detroit?
may we get married in your mission, Adelaide and I?
Certainly. I married Brother Masterson's sister Sarah. Glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Nathan. I'll lay you 8 to 5, you'll be very happy.
What Obadiah means is,
Obadiah?
he wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you very much. I know we're going to be very happy. Nathan will be sitting there beside me every single night.
Achoo!